This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library
enough. You can get the Truefire All Access Pass for as cheap as they ever do it, the $99 thing. So just jump and do that if you're looking for the best price you can get Truefire All Access for.
Okay, so every Monday I try to put up like a video on a lesson on something. It might be a lick that has been requested, or it might be something that has jumped out to me that I've just seen on someone's playing. And on Instagram today, I was suggested this chap, Aidan Finn J. And amazing playing from a young guy. I think he's young, he looks pretty young. I don't know, for me it's always kind of cool to try and demystify or like break down what someone is doing when it catches your ear. And I've really encouraged you to do the same. Anytime you see anyone's playing, like slow it down, look at what's going on. Patreon will be the place to get the tab for this. I'm going to put together some suggestions for other things to practice around this kind of concept. Do go give Aidan a shout out and jump into his comments. Check out his playing. I think a really, really interesting player. And anytime I see sweep picking used in a way that sounds this musical, I'm super, super impressed. Because the sweep picking that I've done in my life has never been much value. The concept here really is that we're going to be taking anything that we're doing in the major scale and E major in this particular case, but the idea really is that anything that you're exploring, if it's like a little melodic fragment even, you should be able to try moving scale wise and what it allows you to do is like see multiple like elements of the scale at one time, because you know you might be quite used to kind of going, you might be less used to like that's instantly way harder, you know, and just going horizontal. Is in itself its own little exercise. Doing little ideas like this, like however small or significant or whatever the pattern might be, anything that you can do to try and move one specific idea through the scale. Will present its own little challenges and stuff. Now, that is kind of the bedrock of what was going on here. I slowed it down, so the first shape we get is like an E sort of major 7 in first inversion, so G sharp there, E, that's the 9 now, and there's the 7, and then we skip back up to the 3rd. Now any of these are going to feel strange to start with. It looks to me like these are quite personal arpeggios to Aidan. Okay, so we go up 4, 7, 4, 8, 4. Then we come down 5, so there's our root, E, 8, 4, 7. And so we kind of roll. And what you might find is that you want to like just sit with each arpeggio for a while and can see before you start to try to do this whole passage that each part has its own sort of solid technique and doesn't feel too clunky in your hands. Okay, so we're kind of sweeping and then at the top come back down. So we skip the B like that. And then our next shape comes from here. So then F sharp in the bottom, then 6 we get the D sharp, and then we get our E. It's like this. Really nice. And I would say, even if you don't do this thing fast like Aidan is, I think it still has value even slow. Okay, so we then jump up to the 7th fret, and that's kind of like a B, but with the 11 in there. So that's like a B sus type arpeggio. So 1, Okay, then we descend 5, 8, 4, 7, 7, 4. And I think he may be rolling that one. So this on the 7th fret. So you kind of go. And again, like I say, take each tiny little snippet and see what you can get out of it. Okay, then we ascend again like this. So 4th fret G sharp, E on the 7, 4th fret F sharp on the D, and then D sharp on the 8th fret, and then I think go up to a G sharp here. Now you could try that. So if you wanted, there's an optional note on the B string there. But I think this is what Aidan did. Then a big jump to the 11th fret. That in particular is quite a pretty sort of Julian Lage type sound. Big, wide intervals. Then we descend 7, then 9. So all of these notes are going to be on the middle finger. I think. And that's like that B sus again. And again, just take that. Until it starts to feel more comfortable. And then we ascend 7, 11, 7, 11, 7. So you might notice this idea around. Seven, 11, 7, 9. Jump up. To our root note. And then we descend 10, 13, 9. I think it's probably easier. So we're aiming for so I think we might aim for your ring finger to land on the 12th fret. I think that's what he's doing. And again, I think he's doing, and you may want to experiment with fingering that so that you don't have to do the bar thing. That one's a really pretty little sound, right? So we get from the arpeggio before that. Just a great sound. Then one more. So 9, 12, 9, 13. 9, 12, 9, 13, 9. Super, super pretty sound. And then 12, 14, 14, 14, 17, 12. So this is like an A, well, like an A sort of sus sound. So 16, 12, 14, 14, 14, the A on the 17th. So that's kind of all of the parts, but as I say, it's going to take me a while, and I'm presuming some of you guys. It's just really beautiful sounds that I think it's going to take me some time to get familiar with, but I think it's worth it. Some other ideas that are going to be a little bit more simple, so just kind of building off this idea though. So this is like built off some of these kind of ideas. So like this is like an E major 7 with a 9 in there. So 6th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, and a 6 as well. 2nd fret, 4th. And then you're going to move every note up one diatonic in the scale. Okay, then again, then again, then again, then again. And try that descending and ascending. Where are we going? And try that kind of principle. That's like a simple sort of concept to do, and anything you're doing. The idea is it's kind of getting you closer to that freedom that Aidan has, where it's like exploring these really pretty ideas that kind of go through the major scale and just sound beautiful. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be working on this week. I hope that's enjoyable and something you guys are interested in too. Again, shout out to Aidan, amazing playing, really inspiring stuff. Catch you in another video soon. Patreon to get the tab, and I'll catch you around.